Hello, welcome. My name is Nadine Lajoie, and I want to welcome you to winningwithnadine.com, and I want you to win the race of real estate. A lot of people, they are afraid to do real estate. I want to get that out of your way because as a motorcycle racer, my goal is to really help you overcome your fear and succeed in whatever you want to accomplish. The three things I want to show you today is how to analyze your deal. Know your number, because in real estate, if you don't know your number, your ROI, your DSCR, nothing can happen, because if something happens in your house, you will maybe lose your house, and I don't want that for you. The second thing is how to invest out of state by knowing your numbers and also bringing that energy and that passion that you have, your big why, into the real estate, so like that you never give up and you're always moving forward. The third thing I want to teach you is how to do creative financing deal. And I know a lot of people, you get scared and you have a lot of seminars that you went through, buying a lot of tapes and DVD and CDs that, oh yes, you will make $50,000 in the first month. I'm telling you, the truth and the real truth is you need to work hard and you need to have a system, you need to have a plan, and that's what I want to show you today on how to win with Nadine. Are you ready to overcome your fear and to become unstoppable? Look at that picture. You need to have focus, adrenaline, discipline, coaching, and practice. Those are the 5 secrets of a high achiever. And did you ever wonder how come you can have more confidence in your life, having a better lifestyle, being more courageous, having no fear, and being unstoppable? If you have all those qualities in real estate, I'm telling you, you will be able to have more success, better results, and become a better leader. Today, I want to reveal to you the 5 secrets of a high achiever that I already shared with you. Also, why $100 per month cash flow means over $28,000. I want also to share with you different examples of the 14 deals that I did in 3 different states with 4 different teams about the ROI. I made in one of my house 45% ROI in 9 months. Do you want to do that? Of course. Okay. So I know this is a lot of numbers. It's I will explain to you. I will work you into those numbers and why it's so important to do that. And I will give you some examples so you can really get it for yourself. There is 4 reasons to invest in real estate and why negative cash flow means 45.73 ROI. And I will get into the numbers, we'll get also into the creative financing, and the most important thing is how to build your 12-quarter plan. I want you to get out of that presentation and you will be able to build your plan, and I will give you some tools and strategy for that, and also share with you my prosperity racing system so you can use that in your real estate, in your business, and in your life to really achieve the success that you deserve. Before starting, I would like to share a little bit of my story. You know, a lot of people think I'm really lucky, I'm happy, and I'm traveling around the world. I'm a speaker. I just came back to speak in India, in Africa. I spoke at TEDx. I was featured in magazine with Oprah Winfrey. People said, oh my God, your life is so good. But you know what? I started in a family like you. So you can do that too. My family, my dad is a farmer. I was born in a little town outside of Quebec. 800 people were living in that town, and millions of cows, of porks, and of chicken. So if I can do it, you can do it too. And the first question you have to ask yourself, who do you want to become? When I was really young, I always wanted to be a role model, to be a speaker, to be a singer. I always wanted to be on stage. Like at 14 years old, when Celine Dion sang for the Pope, I was hoping she would be sick so I can raise my hand and I can sing instead of Celine Dion. Who did I want to become? I didn't become the singer that I was expecting, but now I'm speaking and singing all over the place, and I'm still using my gift. What is your gift? How can you bring that gift into your life and your business? And for sure, you need mentors. And for me, I got Les Brown as a mentor, Greg Reed, Bernie Dorman, T. Harv Eker. I'm always learning from the best of the best. because you don't want to learn like motorcycle racing from your neighbor who doesn't even ride a motorcycle. In real estate, that is the same thing. Don't ask your neighbor, probably will never even invest in real estate or never being successful. I've been there, done that, came from Canada, didn't know nobody. So if I can do it, you can do it too. And I repeat that because it's so important to realize that all the passion that I have, I want to transmit that to you. And that's why I'm doing what I do right now. Everything in business and success is about mindset. So I want to share with you the 5 secrets of a high achiever, because I was successful in piano, in music, in sports, in business, in real estate, now in speaking industry. And I said to myself, what can I teach people? What are the 5 secrets? And this is what I came up with. First, you need to have focus. Focus on exactly what you want to accomplish. Second is adrenaline. The adrenaline and having that smile in your helmet and that smile when you get up in the morning to get that adrenaline going. Third one is discipline. This is the part we don't like, discipline, but this is the part that is so important to not give up and really achieve the success. Without discipline, you can go nowhere. Number 4 is coaching. As I said, having mentors and coaches all the time is one of my best secrets, and I'm always coached by 3, 4, or 5 different coaches at a time, and I always suggest that to my coaching client, having at least 3 coaches, because everybody has their own experience, their own story, and you need to learn from different perspectives, because life is all about angles, and you need to have that kind of coaching. And the number 5 is one of the most important, is practice. Practice, practice, practice. On a motorcycle, I was always the first one on the racetrack and always the last one. And the people were telling me, oh my God, you are so disciplined and you're practicing again and again just to cut that 1/10 of a second. That's exactly what you need in your business. Tweak it, just refine everything, just take on the phone and just do phone call after phone call. Contact investors, contact people to buy the right house at the right numbers, and that's what I will show you. I was a financial planner and I study in actuary. So this is a lot of numbers and I love the numbers. I have a passion of that, but I want that to make it simple for you to understand. One of the most important thing is why $100 a month cash flow means $28,000, $656. Because $100 a month, you multiply that by 12, you got $1,200 per year as a revenue, net revenue. To get that net revenue, let's say your tax rate is 35%, and by the way, you are lucky here in the States because in Canada, the tax bracket is 48.2%. So here you are lucky at 35% is probably the highest bracket you get. That means you need to make $1,000, $846 per year gross minus your tax return. So that gives you the $1,200 a year. To get that passive income and that wealth, building that wealth, even if you get a 5% rate of return for 30 years, that $1,800.46 is really needing $28,000, $656 in your bank account right now. Do you have $28,000 in your bank account? Probably not. But buying a real estate deal who cash flow $100 a month, it's something really easier to attain, and that's what I want you to do. Even if you buy only one real estate deal a year at $100 a month for 10 years, that will really create a lot of wealth and a lot of passive income. And why do you want to become an entrepreneur? Doing real estate is becoming an entrepreneur. So you need to know the numbers, you need to know the nuts and bolts of becoming an entrepreneur. The good side of becoming an entrepreneur is having more flexibility, more freedom, and more money in your life. For sure, to do that, to accomplish that entrepreneurship mindset, you have to become OCD. And my definition of becoming an OCD is organization, commitment, and delegation. And that will bring you from adversity to achievement. That's what I accomplished, and I want you to understand how I did that. And so it's why I share with you, I was on USA Today and ABC News and Fox News, and I didn't know nobody in the States. But why? It's because I had that champion mindset. And if you don't have a trophy at home, and you see here my trophy, I was named as a Woman of Impact of the Year for Focus on Women magazine. I was the best established businesswoman in 2007 in Quebec. If you don't have a trophy at home, just go buy one. Just remind your subconscious that you are a winner and just go buy those trophies so like that you feel like a winner. Okay, one of the tools that I want to share with you is my racing system. It's my racing map. It's the acronym of racing, which means the R is recognize your finish line. Recognize your dreams on your personal, professional, and spiritual life. So it's why there is 3 lines. If you want to work on your business, you choose 3 aspects of your business you want to work on, and you do that racing map system. The A is for act. Act one corner at a time. Like motorcycle racing, when you are in a corner and you have to think about that corner. Don't think about corner number 3. You can crash and you can die. Same thing in your business and real estate. Don't think about the end result all the time. Just think about what you need to do today and tomorrow to make that deal done. C is for care about. Care about yourself, your family, and your business. The I is for empower. This is a word that I invented, which means inspire, empower, and go inside yourself and discover your power. If you don't discover your power, how can you accomplish the dreams that you want? Business is one thing, number is one thing, but you need to have that power inside of you. The N is for never give up. All the challenges will get thrown at you, and I'm telling you, in real estate, you will have a bunch. But when you have the right coach, the right mentors, the right tools, the right numbers, you will be able to don't give up, because you have also your power that you just discovered and your big why. And the 6th step is get it done. G for get it done. Go, let's go. Get things done and stop being sitting on your chair. Just get out, get on the market, and do that deal that you are dreaming of. Even if it's not perfect, excellence versus perfection. A lot of people, they are spending 80% of their time chasing perfection. And between excellence, which is about 80%, accomplishment, and perfection 100%, you spend 80% of your time to trying to chase that extra 20%. And this is one of my first houses, which was really far off being perfect. This is a trash house, like the previous contractor just messed that up. That house was really bad. And as I say, I never seen one of my deal. I did 14 real estate deals in 1.5 years, and I didn't see one of my houses. That was scary. That was not perfect, but that was excellent, because when you look at the numbers here, this is my house on Kimball. I had a 0 cash down deal. So the guy was willing to sell or finance me at 8%, no payment, until we rent the house. So we had to do the fixing, which was $20,000, and the buying price was $15,000. So total that was $35,000, but because he financed me, I had only to get out of my pocket $20,000. Which means that when we resold that house at $44,000, we made a profit of $9,000. Do you know how much $9,000 divided by $20,000, that means 45% ROI. We did that in less than 9 months. This is kind of a sweet deal. We didn't ask a lot of money out of pocket with a nice 45% ROI. So this is the final product of that house, and I hired contractors. I had a team in place, and I'm doing business in 3 different states. I built 4 different teams and team up with people. And in real estate, you need to partner up. You need to make your mind. If you don't want to partner up in real estate, maybe you should not go in real estate. You need to live with that. You will have good deals and bad deals, good partners, bad partners. It just make your mind because it's part of the game. The 4 reasons to invest in real estate is appreciation, how much appreciation that you've got in your house, mortgage reduction. So because you are paying your mortgage, the equity that you are building every year is really important. You have the tax deduction, because mostly in real estate you break even at the end of the year, but you save a lot of taxes along the way. And the 4th one is cash flow. Most people are focusing only on the cash flow, but they forget the 3 major important part of that, and we'll go into that a little bit later. And I want you to really think and maybe take a deep breath and think about your big why. What is your big mission? What is your big vision? And why do you want to do real estate? What do you want to give back to the people? And do you have a nonprofit? My nonprofit is Keep Dreaming, Keep Living. And the reason I did real estate is because the first 25 years of my life, I wanted to commit suicide. I was not happy. I had a big hole inside. And even if I was good at sports, at music, good parents, I didn't want to live. But my passion, music and piano, really saved my life. And it's why your passion is so important. And I always said at 25 years old, if life is not better, I will just kill myself. 7 days before my birthday, I started to be sick. I got a pneumonia, which means you don't want to live. You don't want to breathe. You don't want to be on earth. You are sick and tired of that life. But that last night, I turned on the TV, and there was a TV show against suicide. And the woman, she said, you can do it, but you need to call at least one friend. So I was on my couch. I was just freaking out, just crying for hours and for hours. And finally, I took my courage and I called my mom. I called my mom 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, and she listened to me. She listened to me with her heart, with her soul, without judging me. And that's why my passion and my mission now is really to become a friend, to help people to realize that you have a friend all the time. You just need to make one phone call like I did. And I want you, if you are discouraged, to think about that song. When you down and trouble and you need some loving care, and nothing is going right, you've got a friend, oh yeah. You've got a friend, yeah, yeah, yeah. Take a deep breath. You've got a friend. I can be your friend. People around you can be your friend. Take those opportunities to have mentors and coaches and people like me to really help you along the way. And be sure you don't give up and you realize your dreams. You need to resource yourself. You need to re-energize yourself. So it's why the vacation day is really important. Do whatever you like. Fishing, camping, cooking, being with your kids, with your friends, with your dog, whatever you want to do to really refocus on your life, because your business is your racing days. This is the second kind of days, is racing days. Those are the days where you are making the sales, you are meeting clients, you are on stage when you are a speaker, you are coaching clients, you are bringing money, and you are doing your essence, your core value. That's what you do. Like motorcycle racing, we love the racing day, but we don't like the practice day. But the practice day are as much important than the racing days, because if you are not prepared, it's really hard to be focused and really accomplishing the sales and the productivity you want. The practice day is where you do your email, you do your follow-up, you're calling people just to do the follow-up or getting quotes together. But the most important thing, and I challenge you to have at least one racing day every week and you are doing just phone call, you are focusing on making deals happen, and I'm telling you, your life and your business will be better. Now we are getting into the numbers, and I know there's a lot of numbers in that section and you are maybe afraid to go fast, but don't worry. You are with Nadine on the bike at 180 miles per hour, and I'm there with you to help you go faster in your life. Why negative cash flow means a 45.73 ROI? Do you want to do that? 45% ROI? Is this just for appreciation? As I told before, a lot of people are just focusing on cash flow, but the other three portions, and we go through one and each other of them with real numbers and real things in the real life. The rental property, let's say you buy something at $200,000, something pretty easy to get. You can get a cash down of 10% if you have different kind of source of creative financing, and we will talk about it a little bit later. And the mortgage is $180,000. So it's 200 minus 20 means $180,000 in mortgage. But your appreciation every year, let's say an average of 3%, and by the way, the US average, even after the crash and all that, is something over 5-6%. Your appreciation of 3% a year is really conservative, which means about $6,000 a year. If you divided that $6,000 a year divided by your cash down of $20,000, that means your ROI, so more money in your pocket, not right now, but in your pocket, in your asset, in your real estate, is 30%. If you add the second reason to invest in real estate is mortgage reduction. The rental property, the same $200,000, same cash down $20,000, same mortgage $180,000. Your rental income per month, let's say, is $1,250, but your mortgage payment is $1,000.79. So that means that you are paying every month $2,210 at the end of the year. This is the principal you had paid out of your mortgage. Again, divided by $20,000 cash down, that means an extra 11% in your pocket. The third reason to invest in real estate is tax deduction. Taxes like rental income, let's say you got $15,000 a year, your property taxes, insurance, interest, depreciation, if you add all that together, means in that case your net income is $3,500 negative cash flow. So you are a little bit under the water on this case, but because you are saving taxes, you're saving $1,000, $52, means 5.2% ROI. Again, you add that with the first two and the last one, which is cash flow. The rental income of $15,000 minus your property taxes, insurance, mortgage, that means your cash flow in that case is negative, minus $148. And a lot of people will look at that deal and will say, oh my God, I don't want to buy that deal. But even if you are doing in cash flow minus 0.47% ROI, if you add up all the other three that we talk about, that means a ROI of 45.73 for a deal that maybe you would have passed on that, but when you look at the big picture, that's where you are able to really appreciate why real estate is so important and so powerful to build your wealth and build your passive income. That's why I'm there. I love those numbers and I love to explain that to you in a more private setup. So if you want to achieve success, you need to have the transactional part, which I share with you the numbers, all the systems, the numbers, the financial. But you need the transformational. You need to transform yourself. You need to understand that selling is a matter of persuasion. When you can persuade somebody, don't use that bulldozer approach like a lot of people are doing. You're pushing the deal to the seller and you are pushing and pushing. The seller will just back up, or your partner will just back up. I want you to take the approach of the kids. The kids are selling you everything all the time. Those are my sister's kids. And when they smile at you, that's where you are convinced, oh yeah, I should give him the ice cream that he wants or the toy that they want. But that is the same thing. Put yourself in the shoes of a baby or a kid and persuade softly your buyers, your partners to do business with you by that persuasion skill, but really a soft and really easy, heart-to-heart kind of selling proposition that you are doing with your client. Don't be afraid. Be bold. Take those action steps. And one of my favorite stories is about I traveled 21 states by myself. I bought a Harvey and I sold my house and my car and traveled 21 states by myself. How can you break your own patterns in your life? What happened in your life? How did you feel? What did you do? What is better now? Those are the 4 questions on the transformational side that you have to answer to be able to match that real estate and that transactional and transformational side. And I know out there are a lot of gurus, especially in real estate, a lot of real estate gurus, they are transactional. But me, what I bring to the table is really the other side about the transformational and bring both together so you can go faster, you can go at 180 miles per hour, and you accomplish your big why, your big mission. I don't tell you don't need sacrifice. Yes, I tell you the truth. You need to do a lot of sacrifices. And I don't want to give you the shiny gold object like a lot of people are doing. I'm telling you, real estate is a lot of sacrifices. And what are you able to give up to really accomplish that dream and that goal of yours? Now that we talk a little bit of the transformational side, let's switch to the left brain again, to the transactional, because that's where we learn, bringing both together. The creative financing, those are already another set of numbers, so please follow me and attach your helmet and be on the back of my bike and just stay with me on those numbers. One of my deals that I did lately is a lease option. So I found a tenant at $900 a month, which is a rental market value that we've got. So that person gave me a $900 non-refundable because we are doing a lease option or rent to own on that. And what I do with the clients who don't have the cash down, so this is a no money cash down deal. And the client, on each $900 they give me every month, I'm crediting them, so 50% of the rent is going towards their cash down. Within 9 months, they will have been able to get the cash down and I need it on the house. They are in the house, they are taking care of the house a lot more than a regular tenant. Your cash down is non-refundable, so it's all good stuff for you and it's all good stuff for the client. After closing and seller financing, I'm telling them your payment will go down to $644. And usually I finance my client, in this case it's 10% for 25 years. So the client is really working a lot to get his cash down as soon as possible because his payment will go at $644. This is a win-win situation. And this is the house before, the house after. Look at how beautiful is the house. And I'm giving the opportunity for a tenant to buy that house. For me, as an investor, it gives me a lot more money in my pocket. Why? Because I bought it and fixed that house for a total of $36,000. If I would sell cash to a greedy investor, that would be $49,000 if I get lucky to get that in this economy between 2008, 2014 now. So it's better for you to analyze the deal as a seller financing when you can do it. So I sold that house $75,000 instead of $49,000. No, I didn't get my money right away in my pocket. But with the interest rate of 10%, for 25 years. I did that deal, it took me about 2 years. I made up 108.3% ROI because of the thinking outside the box. And a lot of people, they told me, oh my God, you are crazy with that bike. But I want you to be crazy in your real estate deal and do those kind of deal and thinking outside the box. It's awesome for the investor, right? And also it's awesome for the tenant. And when you got those two, you can even do a sandwich lease option. We will not go into the detail there, but in my coaching program, I really teach a lot about that sandwich lease option, because you secure your tenant and it yet secures also your investors in between. Analyzing your deals. Everything is about the numbers. Numbers, numbers, numbers. Don't get emotional. Don't take the deal personal. Analyze the numbers. And what I help my clients a lot is to build your investor package. Don't you want to have your investor package with nice graphics, all the numbers, so like that your investor feels that you are really prepared and you are able to give him the numbers that he needs, so like that it's easier to close the deal. Don't you want to do that? Let me share a little bit with you about my software. Because I was an actuary and a financial planner, I love the numbers. I didn't like any software out there, and I love things simple. I'm a one-page sheet girl. I like things on a one page. You have everything in one page. So I took my skills of programming, as you see here, as a graphic. I know how to analyze the deal. In one page like that, I have 6 houses, sometimes in different states, different area, different kind of deal. And I can see in one page, one graphic, which house is the best. This is another graphic about knowing your numbers, about the monthly mortgage, the monthly cash flow, which one has the best opportunity for you as an investor. The property analysis software that I've built, and this is part of the package that I will offer to you at the end, is really the property analysis. You have to enter your price, your repairs, your rents, and that's done. Everything is calculated automatically. The cap rate, the ROI, the DSCR. DSCR is debt service coverage ratio. When you talk to a banker, when you talk to an investor, when you present your package to your investor, when you are able to talk numbers with the investors, they feel a lot more comfortable than talking about the dolphin. Oh, I have a house, it's so cool, and we can do this and we can do that. Remember, the investors don't care about you. They don't care about the house. They care about the number. Remember, the investors care about the number and the money in their pocket. So those are other graphics that I built into my software about the profit, and you can see with the investors. So you go to your investor, you say, hey, I analyzed 25 deals in the market. Those are the top 6 that I want to present to you, and this is why. Now you have numbers to back it up. And you show them the graphics, and you say, hey, which house do you think is the best? So they choose which house they think they are the best for them. And each graphic are seeing you different things, and at the end, you can do a system of points, and you can come back and say, I think the number 1 and the number 3 is the best house, or 4 or 5. So the investors understand your thought process about analyzing deals on the market, bringing to them the top 6 and narrow down to the top 2. Now you are asking your investors, which one would you prefer? You always give them a choice. So the one thing I really love about that software is you can analyze one deal within 5 seconds, and it's really bring me confidence about going to my investors and say, this is the best deals that I found. About the cap rate, this is another graphic. The CROI, which is the cash return on investment. For a buy and hold investor, it's different than if it's a fix and flip investor. So you can analyze the deal. You can save so much time for you analyzing a bunch of deals in 1 minute, and you can save a lot of time to your investor because you are prepared, you know your number, and you are able to close the deal faster and close more deals in a month. Would you like to do that? Now, what is stopping you? I talk about the champion mindset. I talk about the software, about the transactional, the transformational. What is your biggest challenge? We need to figure that out. So that's why a coach and somebody like me to help you along the way to race on that motorcycle, to race on that racetrack, to race on that race of real estate. And I want to share with you one of my favorite stories about taking the start. Here I am. I am a woman by myself, traveling the States, and at the end of my trip, I decided to go to Daytona Bike Week. It's one of the favorite places for motorcycle. I went there a couple of times as a spectator, but this time I wanted to be on the racetrack. So I took my courage with my two hands, come there, registered. That was really complicated, and I go to the racetrack, and a lot of people, they said, "What are you doing here? You are by yourself? Where is your boyfriend?" I said, "I don't have a boyfriend. I don't have time. I'm traveling too much." And he said, "Yeah, but you have a plate of Quebec. You are by yourself with your RV and your trailer, and you're doing your own mechanic. Are you kidding me?" I said, "Yeah, you know, if something happened, I have insurance. Yeah, everything is in my RV. And take that sheet of paper, my ambulance insurance, my helicopter insurance is there. My dad, my dad doesn't even speak English. Oh, if something happened, maybe I should add one of my friends who at least speak English to say, okay, Nadine has something." But you know, fear is stopping people all the time. And for me, I was really afraid that Sunday morning. So I went at Daytona, and there were about 75 guys racing that weekend. I was probably the only female racer there in my category. I practiced, and my qualification, I did pretty good. I didn't even know if I would be able to qualify. So I qualified about the third or fourth row. But you know what? On Sunday, that was raining. So now I have my little hamster inside myself. It's telling me, "You cannot do that. You should not do this. It's too big. It's too strong. You're too small. You're too big." Do you have that little hamster? I had that morning. And everybody has their own mechanic. So the people, they don't even have to change their tires themselves. And this morning it was raining or not raining, so I had to decide at the last minute. But all the people had their own mechanic, and I am me, myself, and I, doing my own mechanic myself, having to deal with that hamster, negative hamster, and I'm not sure if I will take the start because it's really risky racing in the rain. But I said, no, I really need to do that. I really need to take the start. Even if I finish last, at least I will go into the race. I just need to go with the flow. And I arrive on the start-finish line. I look at my right. I look at my left. Behind me, in front of me, I said, "Oh my God, it's missing about half of the people. What's going on?" Half of the people didn't show up. In my head, something switched. I said, okay, this is my chance of podium. People didn't race a lot in the rain in the South, and last year I raced 14 times out of 17 in the rain. Something switched, and I said to myself, too bad for you guys. So now I'm waiting for the red light and the red light. So there's two red lights, and after that it's a green light. The green light is just, you go as fast as you can. You give everything you've got. You did whatever it takes, and you are there. And here I am on the first corner. I'm second in the first corner. Oh my God, it's so exciting. I just put my knee on the ground and just need to be smooth. Go with the flow. Go dance with your bike. Dance with your life. Dance with your challenges. Even if it's rainy outside, you need to dance with the rain. And I was just repeating that to myself. Dance with your bike. Dance with your life. Breathe in your helmet. Hear my breath. Because when you feel you are going slow, it's because you are going fast. When you feel you go fast, it's because you are going too slow. So I was just focusing one corner at a time, one corner at a time, one step at a time, one little bit at a time, and just dance with your bike, dance with my bike, dance, go with the flow. And on the back straight, going fast at 180 miles per hour, it's easy. taking the next corner in the rain, having a guy passing you outside and trying to pass somebody, put your knee on the ground. Whatever life is bringing to you, challenges, divorce, bankruptcy, all that kind of thing, is all about how do you take those corners and those challenges. And you know what? The last lap, my little hamster switch again. Oh my God, maybe I will finish the race, but be careful just in case you can crash. So I rolled off the gas a little bit, become a little bit more in my comfort zone. Somebody passed me. But finally, I finished third at Daytona against 75 guys. I could have finished second easily, like a couple of corners. But again, it's a lesson about live with your challenges. Get out of your comfort zone, because if you are not go fast enough, somebody will pass you. And I want to be there as a champion mindset, champion motorcycle racer, to help you to integrate, to ingrain what I'm teaching you on the transformational side, the real estate and the transactional side all together, because I want you to become a champion. What I really want to do is to work with you in doing deals together. Together we can do that. I can help you. I can take you by the hand and we can analyze deal together. And I'm really excited about that. I really love that portion. That's why I do what I do. My offer for you today is 12 hours coaching, mentoring, and consulting with me personally, and also you have access to my team of experts. With my 18 years of experience in business, international, Canada, US, I had to go through a lot of different challenges, and that's why I'm really good at solving solutions in the real estate realm. With my finance background in real estate, and I have coached over 800 clients in my life, in finance, in business, and in real estate. With the team of experts also that I have, it's a one-stop shop. Wherever you need to grow to your business, that's what I'm offering to you. So this is a personalized program for you. It's a one-on-one with me or my team of experts, but you have access to one person. It's just for you. It's built just for you. I'm analyzing deal with you. I'm creating creative financing deal with you. I'm helping you exactly what to say to your client or to your tenant, or how to deal with the attorney, or how to deal with your escrow company. I'm there with you, hand by hand, to help you on deals. And I love to analyze deal with my client, because that's where I see the success in my client, and I see that the work I do is really helpful. And on top of that is really bringing the tax and the business strategy and how to invest out of state. I want to help you to create processes, system, be more efficient, create more productivity. So like that, you can have more money and make more deals. I love to analyze the deals with the real estate quick analysis software that I build. Only my clients have access to that, so you have access to that. Don't worry, I will give that to you. We will analyze 5 deals in seconds. I will help you to calculate and understand the ROI, the CROI, cap rate, cash flow, loan, DSCR, and show you visually with graphics. You will be able to sit down with your investors and will be able to explain that to them and show them the graphics. One graphic, one image worth 1,000 words. And that confidence, it's really easy to get with that software. And building that relationship with the investors, it's really what I want you to do. So it's why I'm working with you personally. On top of that, as a bonus, because I love my motorcycle racing event at the racetrack, like Tony Robbins, they walk on the fire for 10 seconds, but with Nadine, they go on the bike for 10 minutes to have breakthroughs. If you really want to break through, go to the next level, get out of your comfort zone, I want you to enroll in my experiential Racing to Success. This is the world premier leadership summit. There is nobody else on the planet who is doing that, and we are doing that in different cities, different dates. And follow us, because you want to overcome your fear, you want to understand and live and breathe the transactional and the transformational, bringing both together so you can be a better leader, create a legacy, attract more clients and more sales, And at the same time, you will attract more higher and better connection. Everything is about the people that you are surrounded with. And I'm pretty good at that, not knowing nobody, didn't speak English, and become an international speaker and real estate investor, and hanging out with those kind of experts on my team. It's really amazing, and you will have access to that if you come to the racetrack. If you don't want to come to the racetrack, that's okay, because just the coaching package by himself and my real estate software is worth a lot of money. This total package worth over $15,000, and you can get that today at $1,997. For less than $2,000, you can work with me with the coaching mentoring program for 12 hours, my real estate software, and on a bonus, you can come to the racetrack with us. If you don't like it, I'm giving you all the money back, no question asked, and you can also change the city and the dates for the event, but the most important thing is begin the race of your life. Thank you for being with me today. I really acknowledge your time and your energy, and I hope you have a lot of tools and strategy to go back home. And again, my goal is really to work with you, helping you to do your own deals, and my offer is to work 12 hours with me. And by the way, for the $1,997, I can break that down for you. I can do payments in 3 months, 4 months, 12 months if you need to. For me, it doesn't matter. What matters for me is really you making deals and do real estate being one of your passive income, one of your wealth creative strategy, and I want to help you along the way. So click the link below and be sure we see you on the next page, so like that we can start right away.